Great. Very happy. I am so happy. Happy, man. We got a lot to talk about today. I'm going to wait until people pop into the stream. I want to wait until see what's happening with everybody, how everybody's doing. How was your week? It's been a minute since I've been live, but we are live right now. And it's good. It's good that we're live right now. Waiting for people to join, man. Waiting for people to join. Just posted it on TikTok. Posted it on YouTube. Now we got one viewer here. Let's see how things start to get popping, because there's a lot of stuff to talk about. We got to talk about Florian Wirtz. We got to talk about Gyökeres. Where's this guy heading? He's planning to go to the Premier League. Is it Arsenal? Is it Liverpool? Is it Man United? Is it Chelsea? Is it Real Madrid? Is it Barcelona? And then we also got to talk about my guy, who has disappointed me by making this decision. And that is Mbeumo. Where is Mbeumo going? We got 5 people here. Slap the like button, man. There's so much to talk about. Slap the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. I am so hyped today, and I've been itching to stream, but I've been working on my series Jujutsu Kaisen, the Blick Incident. If you guys do not know, I got a second. I can't really say second channel. I got another channel, but that's pretty much my main channel, and I make skits and I make comedy content. Just recently uploaded a video on what it's like going to black barbershops, so go check that out if you haven't. The support will really mean a lot. If you guys are new here, make sure to like the video. Make sure to like the video. You guys are here, make sure to like the video, man. Really appreciate it. We're going to start discussing. We're going to get down to business. And there's only one place to start, and that is Florian Wirtz. He has spoken out for the first time about his potential move to Liverpool. And some people are saying this means he's basically giving it away, or the deal is virtually done to being confirmed. Or some people are just saying that I don't know. Let's get this up on the screen so you guys can interpretate this yourself. Okay, let's get this up on the screen right now. And like I said, if you're here, first time watching, subscribe, like the video, share it. We need to get more people in the stream. We need to get this up to 300 subscribers. And also, when you get the chance, subscribe to subscribe to Forever Undisputed HQ, but also subscribe to It's Dr. Blick, which is my other channel. I am going to put it in the chat right now. Go subscribe to that as well. I got a comedy video that I just recently released called What It's Like Going to Black Barbershops. So if you guys can check that out, I really appreciate that, man. That would help me out a lot, man. Come on, but yeah, it's right there. Go check it out. Go check it out. But anyways, let's talk about Florian Wirtz. Let's talk about flow. Let's talk about flow. Okay, let's go here. All right. Boom. Okay. This is what Florian Wirtz said. So Florian Wirtz says, "Who says I want the 10? I respect players. Don't believe everything what's written." So Florian Wirtz is basically hitting now at people claiming that he wants the number 10 shirt if he was to sign for Liverpool. And me personally, I always feel some type of way when someone tries to demand for a shirt number, because at the end of the day, there's other guys that have come in before you, and it's always good to be respectful. If you want their number, ask them and whatnot, and if they're cool with it, that's cool. If they don't want to relinquish it, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, it's just a shirt number. Sometimes people get very territorial about those things, but realistically, it doesn't matter in my personal opinion. But let's see what happens with that deal. Me personally, we've been seeing the back and forth. We've been seeing potential players being involved in the deal, and honestly, in my personal opinion, I feel like Liverpool are gonna bend to what Leverkusen want and give them the money. I feel like they're either gonna give them money or it's gonna total to that money. And everybody knows the money that they want is 150 million euros. I feel like it's going to total to 150 million euros. I feel like the base amount is going to probably be like 109. And if you add achievable add-ons, then I reckon that will get the deal over the line. But the fact that every party is positive, the fact that everybody is in good spirits about the deal, gives me a lot of confidence that the deal will get over the line. And it's only a matter of time. I want this deal to hurry up and get over the line so that we can focus on other positions like a striker. Because with Darwin Núñez potentially leaving, we're going to need a striker. We're going to need a bagsman. We're going to need someone that knows how to finish. And that's a good segue to the guy in the thumbnail, Victor Gyökeres. Victor Gyökeres is a guy that... Yo, what's good, Jordan? How you doing, Jordan? How you doing, Jordan? Do you see the Gyökeres? Not Gyökeres. Did you see the Florian Wirtz news? Him hitting out at the idea of him wanting the number 10 jersey to join Liverpool. And him saying, I respect players. Don't believe everything what's written. Did you see that? What's your thoughts on that? Let me know down in the comment section below. And I see 9 people here like the video. We need to get this up. We need to start getting this going. And we need to start getting this booming. Let's see how many likes we got. I'm going to refresh it to see how many people are liking it. We've got 4 likes. Excellent. Excellent. Obviously, we've got 9 people here, so we can get the likes up a little bit more. But 4, it's a good start. It's a good start. It shows me that we're going to have a good stream today. We got 11 people now. Like the video, please. Please, 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 please. Like the video. But, yeah. Gyökeres. Where is he going? I feel like Liverpool are in the hat. I feel like if Liverpool were going to get him, I wouldn't be surprised. And obviously, with having a Florian Wirtz that's going to take up positions and potentially play in the 10 role, and obviously play in the left side as well, I feel like the striker we would need is a striker that's going to stick to his position. A striker that's going to stay in the box. And if you look at Gyökeres' numbers, majority of Gyökeres' goals are scored inside the box. I know I saw a lot of penalty stats saying that he's got 19 penalties out of the how many goals he scored. Let me see how many goals he scored. 17 people here. Like the video, man. Like the video. We got 70 people in the stream. We got to like this video, man. We got to get the likes up. Let's look at Gyökeres' numbers this season. Like the video. Subscribe if you haven't. And also check out It's Dr. Blick. We post skits, comedy content. So if you're into skits and comedy content, then check that out. We're working on a new series, episode 3 for Jujutsu Kaisen the Blick Incident. Released a video on what it's like going to black barbershops. So check that out when you have the time to do so. Obviously, it's no pressure. If that's not your type of content, it is what it is. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Okay, so I got Gyökeres' numbers up now. So, this is insane. Not sure if you can see it. Let's see if I can make it bigger. Let's see if I can make it bigger. Okay. Okay, we got it bigger now. So, as you can see, this brother has scored more goals than games. So, people want to talk about Gyökeres has scored 19 penalties. Gyökeres has scored 19 penalties. Bro's got 54 goals. If he scores 19 less goals, who gives a shit? Like, who gives a shit? He's got almost 60 goals. He's got almost 60 goals this season. So, for me, if he scores 19 less, that's still a successful season. That's still a successful season, in my personal opinion. That is still a successful season. Like, people need to relax when it comes to the goal contribution. The amount of goals he scored. To me, it's not that deep because scoring 19 penalties, if you take that away, that's literally just 35 goals. That's still a very good amount. If he scored 24 goals, that's still a good amount. If he scored 22 goals, that's a good amount. If he scores 19, that's good amount. Because what you got to keep in mind, when you have Mohamed Salah, the need of a lot of goals, and then if you add Florian Wirtz, and then obviously you got gap post contribution, Diaz if he stays, which we'll get around to later on in the video, then that's what's gonna happen. That is absolutely what's gonna happen. That's just the reality of things. When you're a striker and you take a lot of penalties and you're good at penalties, your goal tally is gonna be a lot. at the end of the day, it's all about winning games. It's all about putting the ball in the back of the net. Whether it's a penalty, whether it's through set pieces, whether it's through whatever, you still got to score. And that's what Gyökeres has done. He scored a lot of goals, which, okay, he's getting number 22 and number 27. I'm calm with that. I'm like I said, I'm calm with that. Like I said, when I play football, I play football on teams where people get pissed off if you take their number. If you take their shirt number. Because some players have the superstition that they see as a lucky number. Me, I allocate between 3 numbers. I take the number 10, I take number 7. If it's not number 7, number 11. If it's not number 11, number 10. If it's not one of those 3, I just pick a random number. But those are the 3 numbers that I typically go for when I'm playing football. But it's different for each player. Each player wants different things. Okay, Wirtz said on his Instagram he doesn't care about the shirt number. Yeah, I know we talked about that. We're gonna talk more about it, but let's talk about Gyökeres a bit more, and we'll get back to Florian Wirtz, because the thing about Florian Wirtz and the Gyökeres topic is a lot of them are gonna cross over, because there's a lot of crossing over with each topic, and that's what happens when you're talking about Liverpool per se. But as far as my personal opinion. Me personally, it's not a big deal. Like, honestly, it's not a big deal in terms of Gyökeres scoring a shit ton of penalties, 19 penalties. Take that away, 35 goals without penalties. Like, that's still a lot. That's still more than any of our strikers by a lot. It's like to me, it's not that deep. It's not that deep to me. But I feel like the potential candidates for Gyökeres is keep an eye on Real Madrid. By the way, keep an eye on Real Madrid. Keep an eye on Real Madrid. I think they could be in the mix for Gyökeres. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't go for him, but I think they are. I wouldn't be very surprised if he isn't on their list. Or if he isn't on their list, he might be. They might have him in consideration depending on what type of way they want to play, especially if they're trying to go out of the 4-4-2 diamond and get rid of Rodrigo, and then you go 4-4-3. Maybe you put Mbappe on one wing, you put Vinicius on the other wing, and then you have a vocal point up front. Maybe they want to go down that route. It depends. But I think they got him on their list. I think Arsenal got him on their list as well. I think Man United got him on their list, but I feel like Man United's going to struggle to get him because Retegui. We're going to talk about... We can touch on Retegui later. I don't mind Gyökeres. I think a player like Retegui at Atlanta helps more. But it depends. I haven't watched a lot of Retegui play. Who does Retegui play like? Florian Wirtz will take any number. Yep, I heard about that. Who does Retegui play like? Let's talk Gyökeres. Awesome. Like I said, for me, it's fairly simple. For me, it's fairly simple. Okay, let me refresh this quick. Okay, just to see the likes, to see if I'm satisfied. Okay, there's 9 people here. I know it's not the same 9 people, so like the video. 39 goals, 7. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, but yeah, tell me more about Retegui. I've heard Tom Little mention Retegui. I've seen compilations of him, and I heard that he's gonna go for like about 50 million euros. So let me know more about Retegui. Who does he play like? Like I said, I haven't watched much of him play, so I'm not really familiar with his game. But I do feel like a target man, a vocal point, a guy that's gonna be a fox in the box. That his sole purpose is to live, breathe, finishing. Is something that we're going to go for. And I feel like Gyökeres is a name that we're going to be considering. I feel like he's on our list. I feel like he's a guy that we would consider trying to sign. I feel like he is someone that we need to keep an eye on. Because even though I did say I think it would be Sesko or Hugo Ekitike. What's the word I'm trying to think? I did say that, but it looks like Hugo Ekitike is gonna go to I know he's Italian. I'm saying, who does he play like? I'm asking for his play style. Like, is he like an Aguero type of forward? Is he like a Jota, Aguero, Tevez, Suarez, Daniel Sturridge? Like, what's his play style? That's what I'm asking. I'm asking for his play style. I know where he's from. I know what he looks like, but I haven't watched his game enough. I haven't watched. Okay, Giroud with a nice finish in the box. So you're saying he's Giroud with a nice finish in the box. So he's got elite hold-up play and he's 6'4". Like I said, if it comes down to him and he's a good player and he fits the team and Slot wants him, I'm calm with that. But Gyökeres is a guy that I feel like we should keep an eye on because his release clause is like 60 million pounds, which is going to be within the ballpark, especially if you sell a Nunez. He's a guy that we should definitely keep an eye on. He's a guy that should definitely keep an eye on. I'm going to start to build my team now. Let's do this now. I'm going to show you guys. So we're going to get squad builder. Football squad builder. We're going to get this up now. We're going to build our squad. We're going to build our squad. Okay, let's see. Let me change the formation. Okay. Let's change the formation. Let's say we go... Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So, let's look at it right now. Let me look at the chat, see what everyone's saying. Gyökeres, 39 goals, 70. See, that's a guy that we should consider. He's Italian player. Giroud with a nice finish in the box, quicker than Giroud as well. Okay, that's another guy we should consider. That means if we're getting a guy like that, wouldn't it make sense to sell Jota? Wouldn't it make sense to sell Jota? Okay, I'll be shocked if he chooses us, Victor Gyökeres. Why wouldn't Gyökeres choose us? That's the question. Why wouldn't Gyökeres choose us? That's the question. He has the chance to be the striker for Liverpool Football Club. Unless we see a better offer, a better team, then I'll be very surprised that he don't choose us. I don't know what club he will play for. Nobody does. But it seems like nobody's really busting a gut to get him. But yeah, Gyökeres off pure numbers should be a top. It should be top of the list. Like, people compare him to Nunez, but the difference is Nunez was not getting this much goals. And Nunez only did it for 1 season. Gyökeres did it for 2. And if you want to say Gyökeres' numbers are inflated by the league, then what that tells me is Gyökeres is too good for that league. He's too good for that league. And yeah, he looks a bit clunky and kind of like I don't like the way he looks on the ball. But one thing I gotta tell you this: strikers need 2 things. Strikers need 2 things. I'm a striker myself. Strikers need 2 things: the ability to finish and a first touch. A first touch creates opportunities to score. And obviously the finishing ability is what you're paid to do. As a striker, your bread and butter is goals. You being able to play, make an assist and be a good dribbler and be silky on the ball is a bonus. We don't need you to be R9. We don't need you to be to have the touch of Riyad Mahrez or the first touch of Ronaldinho or the first touch of Marcelo. What we need you to be is a guy that has a good first touch. I'm not even saying amazing. A good first touch that can shoot. And when I mean shoot, when I say shoot, I'm not talking about long range. I'm talking about shoot as in like clean ball striking and the ability to score. The ability to look up and see that this goalkeeper slided to this side. I'm going to go that other side. To look up and go, and I'm going to pretend to go one way and drag the ball the opposite corner. To look up, okay, I'm going to pretend to go for a low shot and then lift it over the guy. To look up and see that this goalkeeper's off his line, I'm going to go for the cheeky chip. The ability to dart back and then dart forward to make the centre back go back, quickly burst forward, near post, header. Like, you got me doing the animations for this shit. But you get what I mean? I need someone to have good IQ, to understand a good sense of positional play, to know the offside rule. And I'm not even throwing shade at Nunez. I'm just saying in general because a lot of some teams play with high lines. So you got to be able to time your run and you got to have players that are going to quickly feed the ball into you because there's going to be opportunities if a Gyökeres comes to Liverpool that he will be playing on transition. But anyways, let me build my squad. And then we're going to also talk about Man United later in this stream as well. Okay, obviously in goal, we got Becker. We got Becker. We got Becker. Let's get Becker. We got Becker. We got Allison. Okay, right back. We got Jeremy. Frimpong. Centre back. Ibu. You got Kanate. Which his future's up in the air, but it is what it is. Okay. Next to him, we got the big old Virgil. Veg. Okay, we got left, we got Gyökeres. Okay. And then we got Mac. And we got Grav. Okay. And then on the right we got Mo. Oh shit. Let me just do this. Salah. Okay. But what are you guys thinking, man? Let me know. Let's keep this conversation going. We got that. 10. We got Florian Wirtz. And then I'm gonna say Diaz for now. Hopefully Diaz stays, but I know about the links. Okay, and then up top we got, let's say Gyökeres. How would you guys feel about this team? Let me zoom this in for a bit more. How would you guys feel about this team? Let me know. How would you guys feel about this team? I'm gonna screenshot that. Okay. How would you guys feel about this team? If someone tells you that going into next season, this will be the Liverpool lineup, how would you feel? Let me know, guys. How would you feel? If somebody tells you this is the Liverpool lineup for next season, how would you feel? Let me know, guys. Honestly, let me know. How would you feel if you found out that this is the Liverpool lineup? Me personally, I'm saying we're going back to back. I'm saying that we are going back to back. We might get a Champions League as well. I'm saying all of that junk because me personally, if this is done tactically right, and this is done the way it's meant to be done, then I personally believe that we are going back to back, and it's gonna be hard to make me feel otherwise, unless like I said. Okay, what I expect to happen is he come here, give him more support. He come here, if he's there, and then this guy is gonna occupy the wings. Same with Gyökeres, he's gonna occupy the wings. Another formation, which let me find for you. Give me 1 second. Let me find another layout that someone sent to me. Let me find that right now. Okay. Where is it? Okay. This is another lineup that somebody else built, which I thought was actually a pretty good lineup. Okay, look at this lineup. This lineup could work. How do you guys feel about this lineup? Especially with the potential sell of Diaz, the potential sell of Jota. How do you guys feel about this lineup? You guys may be wondering, what's the wingers? It's going to be mainly focused on Gyökeres and Frimpong. But how will you guys feel about this lineup as well? Me, I think this is a pretty good lineup. I think this lineup can actually win the Premier League, in my personal opinion. When Frimpong goes forward, Szoboszlai drops back. When Gyökeres goes forward, McAllister drops back. You're seeing people cover for each other. I saw a recent video. Shout out to G. I don't know if G's here in the stream. Shout him out anyway. But yeah, G said that, or should I say, he linked me a clip of Vitinha speaking on how there is no number 10, there's no central There's no attacking midfield. There's no DM. We all defend as a committee. We all do it together. And I believe if you have this lineup that we're seeing on screen in terms of midfield, everybody's going to defend together. Everybody's going to contribute together. And when you contribute and defend like that, you are going to see a massive amount of success. Because football, when you defend as a unit, it makes it harder for you to be beaten, because you're doing a thing where you're suffocating the opposition. You're making it hard. And when you look at this stuff, you're giving room for Frimpong to stick to his game, for Gyökeres to stick to his game, and then you got Szoboszlai and McAllister to cover them when they're out of position. As long as they clean up defensively. Okay, let me see. Let me see what you're saying. Hold on 1 minute. I can't see your thing properly. 1 sec. Wrong button. This is the one I'm looking for. Let's put this back. Okay. Let's go here. Okay. Clean up defensively. But guys, what would you change? If you had to change the lineup, what would you change? Looks good to me. I would just want Mac to stay a little bit deeper to help Gav clean up. Yeah. I agree with that. With my one, I agree with that. With the other one, if you have Szoboszlai and then you go up, basically the people keeping the width is Frimpong and Gyökeres, then I feel like we're gonna be fine, because Salah can focus on finishing because he's closer to goal now, and they can't just lock in on Salah because they've got Gyökeres next to there. And not only will Salah focus on scoring more, his numbers will go up, because now Gyökeres has a guy to play off, he has a guy to support, and he's got Florian Wirtz behind him, feeding him both. This could potentially be, they can potentially combine to 40 goals between them, or maybe 50 goals between them in new competitions. But I feel like what Liverpool are doing is they're adding a lot more goals and adding a lot more wrinkles to their game. You can't just lock in on Salah. You got potentially Florian Wirtz to focus on. You can't just lock in on Wirtz and Salah. Potentially, you got Gyökeres to lock in on. So it's just all about just making it harder for you to operate. Because I'm telling you right now, the reason why Harvey Elliott got his goal in the first leg against PSG is because they didn't lock onto Harvey Elliott. They don't see Harvey Elliott as the same threat as Mohamed Salah, which is expected because he's not as good as Mohamed Salah. But that's just my analogy of things when it comes to that. Let's see the likes now. Okay. 8 people in the chat. 8 likes. Beautiful. Love to see that. What's there to talk about? Let's talk about Brian Mbeumo. Brian Mbeumo to Man United. I know a bunch of us are Liverpool fans. Objectively, how do you guys feel about that deal? Do you feel like Man United have signed a good player? Do you feel like he's going to help them? Me personally, I do believe that, like I said, I've said this. Like, if you saw my meltdown on Twitter, I had a meltdown. It's not because I want Mbeumo to join Liverpool. Mbeumo is one of those players that I like. Do you know when you have a player that you like that don't play for your team? Mbeumo was one of my favorite players. A player that I always wanted to see do well. Like, when he scored a goal, I was very happy to see him score a goal. Now, I can't be happy to see him score a goal. I can't be happy to see him be successful. He's an op now. And Brian Mbeumo is an op now. And it's unfortunate because I like the guy. And because you play for Man United, because you might potentially be playing for Man United, I am going to pray on your downfall as a professional athlete. I do not want to ever see you score 20 goals. I don't want to see you score 18 goals. I don't want to see you score 15 goals. I don't want to see you score 10 goals. I don't even want to see you score a single goal. Obviously, he's going to score because he is a good player, but I don't want to see him score. I don't want to see him be successful. If you're a Man United player, I don't want to see you be successful. Yes, get your money. Yes, I don't wish no injuries on you. But if you're a Man United player, I don't want to see you score. But all jokes aside, that's not actually a joke, but he's a good signing, good player. Gives them a lot of creativity. Let me get up the stream board now to see how he operates. Let me show you how he operates. Let's use Salah as an example. Let's say Salah. Okay, let me share this so you guys can see. Okay, let's say Salah is Brian Mbeumo. I can't be bothered to put the whole tactical for Man United. We ain't worth it, because as long as Man United got Bruno Fernandes and let's say Ugarte in midfield, they're gonna be split open. They're gonna be split open because that midfield is janky. Their midfield ain't good. Okay, but let's say Mohamed Salah is Brian Mbeumo. Brian Mbeumo loves to operate in these spaces. This is where he gets his joy. He's not going to be here on the touchline. He's going to be here. Him and Salah pick up similar positions. He wants to operate here to either whip the ball across here to the back post or go byline and then obviously does a cutback. Or even sometimes he may get a ball coming in back post from, let's say, who they got on the left wing? Ahmad. He can just peel off. Boom. Or it may not even be Ahmad. It may be Cunha. He can peel off with a pullback, slot it in. He's a very good player. And one thing that Man United have done well in this window is adding guys that can score. Man United's biggest issue has been the lack of ability to score goals. Their ability to score goals. And now they've added Brian Mbeumo, who has about... Let me check that for you right now. How many goals does Brian Mbeumo have? I'm pretty sure he's got 20. Okay. Let's look now. Okay. So Brian Mbeumo has 20 goals and 7 assists. Okay, let's go Cunha. Which a lot of people... Like, let me ask you guys this. Would you welcome Cunha to Liverpool? I heard Cunha has an attitude problem. Okay, so Cunha got 15 goals. So already they've added what? 35 goals? They've added 35 goals. And that can only bear them well because Rasmus Højlund ain't working out. Zertsky, he's going to have another season to probably prove himself. Ahmad is good. Bruno is Bruno. Like there's a lot of things that Man United have to sort out in order for this to work. They need to sort out the midfield. Probably need a defender and probably need a maybe a left back. They just need like Bruno Fernandes basically did them dirty by not leaving, because if he left he would have given them room to actually be able to fund for transfers. Because obviously we know Man United are in a very tight position financially because of FFP and because of the fact that they've wasted money again and again and again. So they're trying to bring their costs back down to reasonable costs. So overall, good signing. Not really much to say on it. Not really surprised he picked them over Arsenal, because Arsenal are not going to probably give him the game time and the financials. And Newcastle, even though they might give them the game time, Man United as a name, their success that they've had throughout the mid 2000s, the 2000s, has boded them well. From literally the 90s to like 2013, has boded them well. From the the late 90s to 2013 has boded them well. They have given themselves enough stock to be able to still attract certain players. The Man United pool still has just the England of juice to be able to get players over the line. But it is what it is on that. But yeah, what else you guys want to talk about? You guys want to talk about Diaz? Should Diaz go? Should Diaz stay? Let me know. What you guys want to talk about? Diaz. We got a potential Diaz conversation. We got a potential what do you want to talk about? Retegui. Let me look at Retegui's numbers since you guys brought up Retegui. Let me look at Retegui's numbers. I would look at Retegui comp video, but I ain't trying to get claimed or striked. Okay, let's see. What's his name? Is it Retegui? Retegui. Let's look at his numbers. Okay, let's see. Retegui's stats. Okay, let's look at Retegui's stats. Okay, so Retegui. Let me get this up on the screen so you can look at this together. Okay, Retegui. Let's zoom this in a bit more. Boink. Okay, So, Retegui's played 36 games in Serie A, 25 goals, 8 assists, 10 games in the Champions League, 3 goals, 0 assists, Italy Cup, 2 games, 1 assist. Overall, Retegui's played 59 games, 28 goals, and 9 assists. We've got good numbers. Let me see the previous season so I can get a gauge on the sample size that he's been doing this for. Let's see more stuff on Retegui. Okay. How old is he? 26 years old. Good age. He didn't play that much. Okay, let's go the season before that. Hold up. Okay. He got good. Okay, here's the thing. This is his best season of his career. That's what's up. This is the best season of Retegui's career. Like I said, I haven't seen much of him. I've seen clips of him. He looks like a good finisher, but I haven't seen too much of him. Let me get this off my screen. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's look. I'm gonna look at a Retegui comp video, but I'm not gonna share it with you guys. I'm gonna look at it real quick. I'm gonna have it playing in the background as we speak about this, because I'm very curious to see how he plays. Let's see. Retegui. They're saying he plays sexy football. Interesting. Okay, let's go here. Okay, let's see. Okay. So Lookman crosses it in. I just saw Retegui. Oh my, yeah, you know what? Guys. I gotta share this with you. I'm sorry, I gotta share this with you. This ain't something I wanna do. So when oh damn, like this ain't something I wanna share with you. I'm gonna share this with you. I need to get your opinion on this. This is the only thing I'm gonna show. And I'm turning this off. Okay. So look at this. So we're watching Retegui right here. Yep. Him doing his celebration, him doing his thing. Cross. I just saw this brother miss an open goal. Within 30 seconds, I saw this brother miss an open goal. And I'm not saying that that's the defining moment of his career, because everybody misses open goals. I've missed open goals. If you played football in the chat, you might have missed open goals. But that ain't the first thing I want to see. I'm trying to see the best of you. I'm trying to see you at your best. I ain't trying to see you miss open goals from 2 yards out. Okay. So, nice ball striking technique. Let's see. I just saw him miss another open goal. Okay, that's a good finish. Out of his foot, left foot, bottom corner. Nice. Very dead in the corner. That's a really good finish. Really impressed by that. Okay. So, I see what Jordan means. He could work at Liverpool. Based on the couple of clips I've seen in terms of his finishes and how he is, he could work at Liverpool. And I can see him. I can see the football fundamentals there from the clips I'm watching in the background right now. One thing I will say is this: when it comes to the striker position, we have to get it right. We like you don't understand, guys. We have to get it right. We can't afford to get this wrong. Like, we can't afford to get this wrong, man. We got the Nunes deal wrong. We got all these other deals wrong. In terms of that year that we signed Nunes. Obviously, we were able to flip profit on Fabio Carvalho, but we can't afford to get this wrong, man. Salah and Van Dijk, they got a limited amount of time yet in terms of their prime, in terms of what they can offer this team. But overall, we cannot afford to get this wrong, honestly, man. But yeah, man. What else? Don't really want to touch on Diaz today. I'll probably touch on Diaz another day. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit tired. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up this stream a little bit early today. Next stream will be a lot longer. I want to go eat. I want to lie down. A bit tired. It's been a busy week. And let me know what guests you would like me to try and get on the show, because I feel like getting a lot of guests will be fun. Have someone to chop it up with. Maybe I can see if I can get Faz back on the show. That would be cool. But overall, man, if you're here, like the video. This helps me out a lot and whatnot. But yeah, overall, I want to know what you guys think, man. Florian Wirtz's comments saying that he respects players. What does that mean? Now, honestly, tell me, guys, what does that mean to you? But overall, I want to know what you guys think. Give your thoughts on it. Oh, damn, Tom Thibodeau just got fired. God damn. The Knicks fired Thibodeau. I don't know if you spoiled basketball. If you guys follow basketball, I will be doing NBA streams sometime down the line. But yeah, I want to know what you guys think, man. Leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share. Make sure you do all that good stuff, because that helps this page out a lot. We are trying to grow. We are trying to improve. We are trying to take things to the next level. 9 likes in this stream so far. Really appreciate it, man. Like, it's been a good stream today, and I hope that we can go from strength to strength. Honestly, man. But yeah, where's Gyökeres heading? The Wirtz thing is heating up. There's not really much to say on this one. But yeah, I don't know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts and opinions down there.